Hi everyone, it's Jen. Welcome. Today is Tuesday and I am going to be interviewing one of my graduates. Her name is Kionna and she's going to share with us her story, her journey into becoming a healer. And she's also going to do a mini sound bath for us. So I hope you will join us for the latter part. It's going to be about a 15-20 minute mini sound bath, and I hope you will enjoy and take in the pleasures of all the good vibrations. So before she signs on with me, let me just introduce you to her. So for those of you who don't know who Kionna is, Kionna Cooper, she's the founder of Meishon and the Healing Well. She's an intuitive guide and medium that uses an integrative approach to energy healing, incorporating various modalities, determining which are most beneficial to the needs of each individual. Hi, thanks for joining. I'm just doing intros. If you guys want to make sure that I can hear you, if you want to send me a heart, a thumbs up, anything like that, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Hi, Key. So just making sure you guys can hear me, just doing a sound check, and I'm introducing you. Okay, good. So I got some hearts. Very good. Okay. Awesome. I got your request, Key. So let me just finish introducing you and then I'll add you in. All right. So Kionna is devoted to healing the mind, body, and soul by balancing physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual energy. The Meishon brand was founded to help promote balance and facilitate healing in your body, mind, and spirit through a variety of holistic wellness modalities, including energy healing, crystal healing, essential oils, herbalism, breathwork, and meditation. Meishon encompasses vibrational healing, building genuine connections by creating space and curating events, and providing a variety of handmade products that are intentionally created to impact you holistically on an energetic level. So beautiful, beautiful. So help me welcome Key to our community. And excellent. So, all right. All right.
Hey, Jen.
Yay! Hi, Kiki. Oh my God. Thank you. I love all your plants.
Oh, thank you. I love them too. They're my baby.
I'm doing some research on how to do my setup for these lives and everything, and I was like, I have a bunch of plants. I could just put plants
I
everywhere.
know. Literally, so these plants are all over my house. So I decided to just
I love
make it
it.
look real zen up in here.
I love it. It's so beautiful. I mean, I have this like gnarly green background.
Yeah, I love it. It actually works. I feel it. I'm
It's
feeling it.
nice.
Where we at? We where the money reside, right?
That's right. Well, where the money resides. Yes, I know that.
Yes, thank you for having me.
So, yes, thank you. Thank you for being here. And, this is really to celebrate your journey and to talk about, what it was like for you to become, like what led you to become an energy healer. And, I just introduced you to my community and, let them know that you're one of my graduates for my certification program.
Yeah.
And wanted people to get an idea of what it's been like for you, also to celebrate you being a woman of color, you representing your community and just other women and just other people who want to become empowered and maybe can visualize themselves as you share with us your story. And so you are also going to be blessing us with a beautiful sound bath. So I let everyone know. And so, we'll just chat for a little bit and then you will help lead us into that beautiful vibrational sound healing.
Yeah, I
So,
got you. I got y'all.
Good, good, good. So, Key, if you could just tell us a little bit about like what was your journey? You know, how did you get into becoming an energy healer and all that goodness?
Yeah, so my journey started like 6 years ago. I would label it my official journey. I mean, I've always been very spiritual. I mean, I coined myself as religious. I grew up Pentecostal. I was in church like 6 days a week. Like, I was a church kid. And so
Mm-hmm.
I just felt, as I got older, things transpired and I felt like I wanted more. There was something else. There was a deeper connection I was looking for. I knew like the power of God or the power of spirit because I was able to speak in tongues at the age of 8. So I knew that there was something bigger than me, but I just didn't quite understand it the way it was being translated fully. And so I started to, as my life started to transpire, I became a mother, I went through relationships, and I just started to seek. I got to a really low place at one point of really wanting to end my life. I tell my story all the time, and it was just a voice that told me to keep going. And so I followed that, and it led me, to this journey of figuring out who I am and like what my purpose is. So I've always been what I feel is different, like I've always felt different. And so 6 years ago, I remember having kind of like an awakening experience with a client in my chair. For those who don't know, I am a hairstylist. And so this girl, she just, I guess she was an energy person and she said something that kind of just, I don't know, opened my third eye. And I was like, how do I know everything about everybody? So for like 2 weeks, I thought I was psychotic. I was like, why do I, like, this person's walking up to me and I know your whole life. Like, am I a psychic? Is this real? Like, it was very, I laugh about it now, but it was a scary time because I didn't know what was going on. I went to the doctor. They're like, everything's fine. And so I kept having dreams, which kind of were like breadcrumbs. And I started to just research. And then I was like, well, wow, what are crystals? What are chakras? And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't plan to be an energy healer. I didn't plan it. I just followed the breadcrumbs, I feel. And so, I'm originally from LA, and then I moved to Atlanta 2.5 years ago. And so once I came here, I felt like me being isolated from my family and from everything that I knew put me in a position to where kind of like my back was against the wall because I didn't have like my safety blanket. I didn't have really the opinions of others. I just had myself and spirit, you know? And so that's really when I started really taking like meditation serious and just trying to find my center because moving 2,000 miles away makes you feel very anxious. And so that's where it
Mm-hmm.
started to begin. And it's a funny story. I told it in class. I was laying down. I would go to sound meditations actually. Before I moved, I remember going to my last sound meditation at the studio Yoga 8 back in LA before I moved. I think it was like 3 days before got on the plane. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the sound meditation, and what I see in the meditation is I see myself very small, like a little mini miniature, like small piece of myself. And then I just kept growing bigger, 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 right? This is what I see. So when I get it from the
Yeah.
meditation, the guy's like, oh, you had a big release. And I was like, yeah, I just saw myself really big. And he was like, mm-hmm. And I just remember that, I remember that I came on the plane and then my journey continued. And so, I ended up doing a meditation for myself. I was just laying down and I saw myself go into one of the metaphysical stores here in Atlanta and pick up something in the back of the store. So me being as curious as I am, I'm an Aries, I'm very like forward action. I go to the store, there's a
Mm-hmm.
pendulum. And I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So I just pick up the pendulum and then I had another dream. And I saw me getting a book in another store. I go to the store, I pick up the book. Then I take your class. This is like maybe 6 months later, and the book is in the student store, and we use the pendulum. It was crazy. I was like, oh my god, like this
I
is like
just
my
got chills.
little. So for me, the breadcrumbs and the signs like are always like my confirmation. It's the thing for me that lets me know like no one can really deter me from where my center is and what I believe because there's too many things that have happened, small things and big things that have happened in alignment to confirm that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. And so
Mm-hmm.
here I
Mm-hmm.
am.
Yeah. So, any of you who are watching live now, if you have any questions or comments for Key, please go ahead and put them in the comments now. So
Please
that way,
do.
she's here, she's live,
Yeah.
whatever kinds of questions. So, what about that, your journey of becoming, or it's not necessarily a transition, I don't think. I'm not
Yeah.
sure where you're at these days, but with starting with hair and then moving into
Yeah,
energy
so
work. How have you been able to
yeah.
bridge, I guess, those two?
Am I bridging it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I, you know,
Hair
I
is
was,
very
I was,
ceremonial. It's very ritual,
so,
you know?
so I was trying to intentionally bridge it. And then I had to
Mm-hmm.
create some like energetic boundaries. Oh, Simone, I love you too. Hey, TK. Thank you guys for watching. So once I realized, it's like, oh, I got these like spidey powers. Like I know stuff about people. I started like overusing it. And I didn't have any type of spiritual or energetic boundaries. I would like do hair and like read their life. They would be so amazed and I would be like depleted, like dead when they left. And so I learned in the class about boundaries, and I'm still learning about
Mm-hmm.
grounding. And so now like I purposely like turn on TV because I'm not a TV watcher, but I'll purposely like put noise up so that I can block it out because this is my profession, right? And so I'm not
Mm-hmm.
just freely giving it out, but I don't know if I'm necessarily bridging it. I think I'm just going with the flow. I think that a lot of my connection comes through my clients. You know, they get to know me because they're with me for 6 to 8 hours, you know, at a time. And so the only thing that I do is that I do Reiki. Like, so when I am doing a client's hair, I do push positive energy into their crown chakra. Like I do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for me is giving
Mm-hmm.
love without having to really deplete myself or really go into detail. So it is an
Mm-hmm.
experience, and most people feel like very calm and like relaxed, like after, or just kind of just really happy, and that just enhances, you know, when they see the result of their hair too. But as far as like bridging, I don't know, I just think I'm doing what I want to. Like I felt like me coming out here and doing hair and like bringing knotless braids to the South, like it was a big thing because no one knew what it was. And so for me, I was like, wow, like I'm getting known for that, but it just didn't satisfy me, you know? Like I felt like that's not really me. That's just something that I do. That's just a talent. That's not my gift. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
my gift is myself. And I wanted to just authentically be me. And so I'm just doing that. So I still do hair, you know. I hope to retire by 2022 or sometime in 2022. Spirit, if you listening.
Right.
I hope to retire, but I'm just going with the flow and allowing things to unfold and like really being a magnet and attracting like the right people around me, the right energies around me, and I'm just letting it carry me through.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so for people who, I mean, I love the fact that you bring the gift, your gift in versus, what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who may be, in transition, they're trying to find themselves, they're trying to figure out what, if there's a calling, do they have a calling? How would someone know? Like how did you start to get really clear about this was your gift versus just something that you're good at?
Well, we want to get down and personal. um, I
Sure.
so braiding hair is a skill. It's something that you practice. My gift is literally who I am. It's what I embody. Um, it is almost indescribable. It's
Hmm.
times where like I've read people and I could feel energetically their pain. I've become literally like a human pendulum to where I could like be in front of someone, scan their body, and feel
Hmm.
exactly where they're blocked. I hear things. I've been a medium unintentionally. Well, I would say intentionally by allowing whatever needs to come through, but I don't just like I don't offer a medium service if that makes sense. So like if an ancestor comes through and I'm able to channel, I will. Being able to like my clients will tell you some of them are in here that they'll come in and I'll be like, what's going on? Oh, what happened? Or I'll just tell them like, you know what, you need a, you know, so it's just I became
Hmm.
the more that I trusted myself, the more that I became centered. I feel like I never thought about how it just is. It's like it's a part of me. It's a part of me.
Hmm.
And so for me, I feel like hold on. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where like you'll just know. You just know. Like for me
Hmm.
personally, when I get a confirmation, if I say something that's like aligned, all of the hairs on my body stand up. Like I literally
Hmm.
used, this is so funny. I literally used to shave my arms because I'm
Oh,
hairy,
okay.
but I
Uh-huh.
actually leave the
Uh-huh.
hair because I see them stand up. Like it's my little thing. I'll be like, there's spirit go. Like I could feel it all over my
Yes.
body. Like
Yes.
I get hot. My ears will ring. Like it's just body
Hmm.
sensations that it's indescribable. Like I can describe it, but it's not enough words to describe what I feel. And so that's way different than something that I've practiced, even something that I've
Mm-hmm.
invented. That's just something that I've
Mm-hmm.
done versus who I am. And so I feel like anybody
Mm-hmm.
that's searching, you know, everybody, that's another thing that I tell like my clients, like, I'm just assisting you in your healing. I'm not your healer. You know, you're not putting your healing on me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. I'm not responsible for
Right.
that. I'm just a vessel. And so
Yeah.
for me, that's letting them know that they are empowered. They are self-healing. And so it'll maybe be different sensations or different confirmations, but it's that gut feeling that everybody has, that everybody's born with. And so I feel like as long as you're intentional about that, then you'll know. You'll just know.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that like makes sense.
No, it totally makes
Okay.
sense. And I just want to read here from Kelsey 13.
Mm-hmm.
She says, this is so perfect. I wish I could have posted a screenshot of my search history. Just a few hours ago, I searched for a class on energy and books on chakras and crystals, and now
Yay! I
you
actually know
are.
Kelsey. Kelsey,
Oh,
this is my
awesome.
instructor. This class has changed my life. And it gave
Aw.
me the confidence to really walk in my power and really stand up. Going live, playing in front of people, now holding meditations, you know, building businesses, you know, with my gift. You know, it's not that I just stepped out with all this confidence. I had to do inner work, and that class really laid the foundation and showed me how to do the work and get closer. Like, you know, my
Yeah.
like
Can
when
you
we
share
did
a little about that? Like what your experience was like in the
the
certification
class.
program?
Yeah, so I love
Mm-hmm.
the community of it. I wasn't quite sure because it was virtual, you know, because I'm in Atlanta
Mm-hmm.
and it's in Cali, and I was like, oh, and then COVID, so I was like, but it's just something that was calling me, you know, and so once I did it, I met awesome people that I'm connected with, like for life, you know. We're still doing
Mm-hmm.
certification, we still seeing each other, you know, and so
Mm-hmm.
I met people. I felt like it was a community for me that understood because everyone was exactly where I was. It really, if I could describe it, I would say it connected the dots for me. It just put everything kind of like in a book for me, or like it just lined it up so where I could understand, and I still use it. Like I literally have, I'll show you right now, shameless plug,
Yes.
but I literally, and I told you
Do
about this,
it.
right? I
That's
told you.
what you're here for. We
But
are here to celebrate the manifestation of what all of this has created for you.
yes, I have a little wax on here, but this is my candle womb work. And so I have
Oh, I
candles
love that.
that
Oh, I
balance
got
the body.
chills.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I have candles. It smells so good. But I have candles that
Mm-hmm.
balance the body. You know, we work with 12 chakras, but I started with the seven. I actually, but since there's 12 months in the year, I have 5 pop-up candles with those 5 chakras that no one really talks about. So we'll talk about that later. People will see that later. But I've
Mm-hmm.
made candles for each chakra, each one of the 7 chakras to balance it out. And so in the class, we learned about the scents and smells and herbs and crystals to help balance the body. And prior to taking the class, I think we took the class, was it June? Maybe May or
Mm-hmm.
June? I think it was May or June.
June. Yeah.
Yeah.
June.
That March,
Mm-hmm.
like the first Sunday of COVID, I knew that I was supposed to make products and I didn't understand what it was going to entail, right? So I just was following that. And after the class, I was like, wow, like I wanted to make candles, and I can make these candles to balance the body because these crystals and these scents, you know, they
Mm-hmm.
help balance you. So I have these candles, and this one has red carnelian in it.
Ooh,
It has a
I
wooden wick,
can
so
see
it
the hairs
burns.
on my arm. I,
And this one's for the sacral. So I
Mhm.
called it womb work. And so
I
this is
love
actually
it.
my bestseller. People are literally in my DM like, when is it getting restocked? This week, guys. So this is my bestseller. The smell is like Taraka orange, like blood orange, with
Mhm.
goji berry and a little kiwi. And the herbs, it has like little orange peel in it. So orange is the color of the sacral, and so that is help balancing it. So visualization, you have the smell, you know, and then you have the crystal and the herbs. So when you burn this, you're actually balancing that energy center. And so I'm always
Mhm.
working on my sacral. Always,
Mhm.
always. It's just
Yep.
a lot of women are always working on their
Mhm.
sacral. It is our
Absolutely.
emotional center. It's where we hold those emotions. It's literally like the treasure box, you know, of everything. And so a lot of trauma is stored there too. And so And then I learned about being overactive and me being very, like, I operate in a lot of my masculine energy, and sometimes I'm really aggressive, especially with the way that I speak or the way that I express myself when I'm really passionate or upset. And that's that sacral work too. So this is like burned all the time, like literally. And so this is one of 7, but I have them on my website. And so they burn. And I saw someone say that crown candle is everything. So that's for the crown chakra. She bought a crown. That's my client, Simone. Hey, Simone. So yeah, and then I'll continue.
Yes,
And then
please
this
share.
is my favorite. This is our Good Vibes spray. So a lot of people love, smudging and burning sage or Palo Santo. This actually has Palo Santo and sage essential oil in it, and it's infused with lavender water. And so this is actually a smudge spray. So instead of burning, you can just spray, and it'll instantly like bring you a good vibe. So that's why I call it Good Vibes. And then you guys saw me drinking my tea. I got my enlightenment tea. It has hibiscus in it. That's really good for the sacral too. And then I'm going to burn before I play. This is the Palo Santos that I sell. They have like floral on them too. So these are just a few of my products. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I sell crystals and all of those things. And it's doing really well. It's doing really well. I'm super excited about it. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy that it's led me here. I feel probably the most confident I've ever felt in my life right now where I am. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so people who may be on the journey of learning about energy work, or maybe, just the evolution of what they're already doing, it sounds like what has also manifested itself is these products that, because of learning and going more deep into energy work and what the chakras and all of those things are, now that you're creating these products, I mean, you're also making a difference with people. And so for those who may be interested in learning more about energy work or becoming a certified energy healer, my program is really tailored for both the person who wants to enhance what they're already doing. So maybe you're in the healing arts, but like maybe you're an acupuncturist, but you want to learn more about other modalities. And then maybe, just as yourself, you were on this quest, this journey, you were doing hair, but it all has aligned together. And now from that, it sounds like it also has created more abundance.
Yes, so much. I mean, the products came because of the energy sessions that I was conducting. And so I always tell people, like, this is an addition to. So, like, if you have a traditional talk therapist, or if you get monthly massages or whatever you do as your self-care, energy work is an addition to that. And so I know that, like, I've gone to traditional talk therapy, and while it served its purpose, there are sessions where I left like, okay, now what? Right. And so, like, you taught us about own work and, helping people hold accountability. And so I felt like this was another part of the own work that they can reference to. So if I'm like, yeah, you could lay this crystal on your body, and they're like, well, where do I go? Well, I provide that. Or, wow, you can, drink hibiscus tea to balance your cycle. Where do I get it? Well, I have that. Or you can burn this candle, or you can burn sage. Like, I was able to provide the then what. And they're comfortable because I've already done the work. And so for me, it just kind of came organically because I'm a very creative person. And so I think that it just kind of goes hand in hand. I think that the class, I'm still literally from the class, I'm still reading charts. I'm still going to student portal, looking at things, still printing out. I'm really starting to get more into the acupressure points. And so really just deepening my practice with that. We're still doing our monthly things when it comes to manifesting, playing, and all these things. Like, I'm a life learner. And for me, I wanted to show people a way, and also be able to back it up with explanation and resources. I don't want to be someone speaking and you're like, well, she said. I want you to be able to say, well, okay, Key said this, but let me look it up, and it aligns exactly to what I say. Like, you got to know for yourself, right? I'm not responsible. And so, but I do take the responsibility of providing the information that was given to me. And I'm forever, like, grateful for you, Jen, for just like paving the way. I personally do energy sessions with Jen. Like, I get my maintenance with Jen. She's my person. And it really just changed my life. Like, everyone that's known me before and people that have met me now, like, they literally, they can see the difference. I see the difference in myself. And I'm currently learning just to extend myself grace because I'm still human. You know, I still have my days too. But the tools that I was provided and the resources that I was provided through the certification program has taught me a way to really think of things in a different perspective and learn how to bounce back. So it's all about the bounce back.
Yes,
So
thank
it's
you.
it's lit.
Jen is the goat.
It's lit. Jen's the goat. It's lit.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So for those who don't know me and you didn't know who I was before
Mm-mm.
you enrolled in the certification program, is there
Mm-hmm.
anything that you want to highlight or share with someone who may be interested, because now they're inspired by your story and they're looking
Yeah.
into energy work, but they don't still know me, is there
Yeah.
anything that you can give them, as a reference or, anything that would help them to decide, okay, I'm ready for
Yeah.
this?
Well, I would say when in doubt, pray it out, right? So I was unsure in the
Ooh.
beginning. I was unsure. And so I prayed, I meditated, and I waited for a sign and it came. And so that's what pushed me forward. But outside of my experience, I think that if you're drawn to it, Jen is just very great with, even, working out a schedule as far as payments. The timing was great. She's very informational, informative. I mean, she definitely is the type of person that wants to see you understand, and she kind of meets you where you're at. I think that if you're interested, even just with self healing, this would be a great way to start that process. And not really, it's a way for you not to lean on others, but lean on yourself and get closer to your center. I would recommend it for every single person, whether you're interested in making it a profession or not. I wasn't quite sure that I was interested in doing it. Was getting energy sessions, but I didn't know if I could ever do that. And so it just, once we started like practicing and doing our little things weekly, I was like, oh my God, like I'm really moving energy. Like I feel it. Like this is really
Mm-hmm.
happening. The
Yeah.
students, we would do different sessions and they'd be like, oh my God, Key, like, oh my God, you're right on
Mm-hmm.
point. It was like, so it just, it,
Mm-hmm.
it gave me the confidence. But regardless if you want to be a practitioner or not, like we all have the responsibility to self heal. So it's going to help regardless. And I think that what you're doing is a wonderful thing. I know I referred someone to the class who's taken it, so I'm really
Thank
excited about
you.
that. And I literally recommend it to any and everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, with that being said, would you like
Yeah.
to now transition into your sound bath and take us out with
Yes.
some
I guess I'll play a
good
little something for y'all. I guess
vibrations?
I'll play a little something.
Please do so. I love everything. So, just as a reminder, what's your website? How can we connect with you?
Yes. So I actually just started
Your
doing
mom
more.
is joining.
Hey, mom. um,
Hi.
so I actually just joined, which is so great. My mom sees the change in me too. And that, I mean, I put on my first
Aw.
event in October, the Healing Well Volume 1, and she came and like, she was so proud of me and we were able to heal some things between us as well. So, I mean, just full circle, right?
So
But
good. So
you can, Meishon.org is where you can see my personal method. I have a diagram on there called the Key Method. It's how my day goes and how I use things. It's my events. I hold monthly meditations here in Atlanta. Hopefully we'll be streaming really soon. But I hold them here once a month. The tickets just sold out for February. Woohoo!
hey,
Yeah,
congratulations.
yeah,
That's
sold
so
out today.
cool. That's so
And
awesome.
yeah, it's amazing. And then my products are also on kimishon.org as well. You can book energy sessions there as well. And then the.healing.well is where I've created, someone just, Todd just put it in there.
Oh,
Um,
excellent.
yeah. So
Awesome.
the.healing.well is I've really been putting more energy into making that a community and safe space for all the information. So I realized it with hair that I couldn't touch and do everyone's hair, and it's the same thing with energy healing. And so this is a space where information could be given, posts about chakras, how to balance them, showing like my clients' body grids, and just like little tidbits and words and motivation. So that's the place for that. And then um, shop key.meishon is actually my shop page, but you could definitely go to keymeishon.org to see like all of that. And so,
Very beautiful.
and I'm always
So
posting,
good.
so you can just pay attention to my post
There you
and
go. Very
share and
true.
save so we can get my engagement up so we can
Yes,
reach further, right? Help us sister out because
exactly.
I'm really trying out here.
You're doing great, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm just so lucky to be part of your journey and to be able to share and celebrate this
Yeah,
abundance and beauty and prosperity. You know,
I'm
you
so
got a lot
excited.
of Oshun energy around you.
You think so? That
Yeah,
ocean energy, that fire, huh?
girl. Yes.
Yes. So I actually
You
haven't really worked with any of the deities or anything really, because I just want to be ready for that. Like that's a whole nother world.
should.
But I know it'll come. But I definitely feel like, that sunflower
Mhm.
fire, that cinnamon, I
Well,
feel
if
it
you could
around
tap
me.
into her, if you could tap into
I might
her,
be a
woo,
problem in these streets if
you're
I tap
gonna
in.
go.
If I tap into Oshun, I might be a problem in these streets. So yeah, I'm gonna if you guys
Mhm.
are gonna participate in the mini sound bath that I'm gonna play for about, did we say 15 minutes or so?
Yeah, let's do 15.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm gonna play for about 15 minutes. So if you're watching, you can sit up in a comfortable position. You can lay down, get comfortable. It helps if you like close your eyes. If you have earphones, that helps so you can hear the frequencies of the bowls. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this space with some Palo Santo. And also, I pulled an intention card before we started. Um, and the intention, it's an affirmation card, and it's actually a friend of mine who created this deck, and it's called Affirmation. Her deck is called Affirmation is Power. I'll post it and put a coupon code up for you guys to get a percentage off of it after
Nice.
this. But I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
read the intention, and so the intention is actually I am enough, which is really powerful, right? So
Hmm.
no matter where I am on my journey, I will honor and love myself. I'm not defined by my achievements. At every stage, I am enough. At every turn, I am enough. At every crossroad, I am enough. I am enough. So that's a really powerful card. It speaks to me because it shows me that it's really not about the destination, it's about the journey, and really just honoring every part of my process, regardless if it's an achievement or an accolade, just every part and every step that I take, just knowing that I'm worthy of whatever it is that I'm bringing into and calling into my life. And so hopefully that resonates with anybody, with
Absolutely.
everyone else. I'm going to put it here, setting the intention for our session here. And I'm going to get started. So if you can just take a deep breath, inhaling, and then exhaling. I like to breathe just to clear the energy. And if you can just take another deep breath. And just close your eyes, allowing yourself to get comfortable, allowing yourself to just relax in this moment, taking this moment for you, allowing the sounds just to wash over your body, allowing them to heal the parts of you that needs it the most. inviting you back into your body. Allowing yourself to feel the energy that has been washed through, restoring and relaxing. We are grateful in this moment. Thank you.
Oh my God, chills the whole time.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Thank
this is
you for blessing us with this. This was so amazing. I'm like,
I'm glad you liked it.
oh
Thank you guys for
my
listening.
God. Oh, that was so beautiful. You know, if
Yeah,
there's anyone else who
my bowls are my jam.
wants so good. Like, I don't know if anyone is back yet,
Oh
if
yeah,
they
I
want to
know, huh?
listen.
Let me put you
I
guys close.
mean, that was just amazing. I mean, I'm still amazing, exactly. Like I'm still like I have so many chills all over. Ah, you got me today. Thank you.
You know what? It's so melodic for me.
PK says, wow, you're so
I
beautiful.
actually go into a meditation myself. And so
Mhm.
I was floating like on a little cloud. And so,
Exactly. I could just go on forever, your mom says. And
oh,
then
thanks, Mom.
PK
Thanks,
said,
TK.
just wow, it was so
Oh,
beautiful. That's
I
oh,
actually played all of the chakras, but I was really the sacral, the solar, and the heart was the ones that I was intuitively
mhm.
continuing to go to, which kind of really definitely resonates with
You
the I am
felt it.
enough card. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I felt it all over, just
Yeah.
so strong. So
Yeah, I'm glad you guys can experience me playing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jim, for this interview and
oh,
giving me a
of
chance to come on your
course.
platform. I really
Let's
appreciate
celebrate. I mean, the
it.
celebration of what this opportunity of being able to connect with you and for people to be able to experience, you know, what they received today and how they can continue working with you, you know, whether it's through your services or your offerings, your products, your
Yeah.
sound bath. So you're also doing live, like in person, right? Sound
Yeah, so
bath
I actually do one-on-ones. So I
and
do,
retreat. You do
yeah, so
retreats, right?
yeah, so actually my first retreat, my first retreat was like 2 weeks after I graduated. I had been planning it. It was a
So
success.
awesome.
33 women.
Mhm. So
It
good.
was a full day retreat from like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We had like African dance circle, we had a sister circle,
Yeah.
we did yoga, we had a sound meditation. It was crazy. Dinner, lunch, it was great. And I am doing it again this year around the same time. It's going to be an annual thing. So volume 2 will be coming this fall. We actually meet and my business partner, Taryn, actually is a certified yoga nidra. And so what yoga nidra is
Oh,
like,
nice.
she's speaking, it's like a sleep yoga. So we partner up
Mhm.
and we do these monthly meditations. And so every month has been selling out. So this is our fourth one coming up. February, we've actually started to theme them. So the one that just finished was about the throat chakra. So it was about speaking your truth. This one coming up
Mhm.
in February is about the heart chakra. So
Mhm.
I'll be highlighting the heart candle. I actually have a special surprise for those who are coming to the meditation. I have another version of my heart balance candle that's actually coming in a really nice vessel, a cute vessel. And I'll be talking on the .healing .well the whole month of February about the heart chakra, overactive, underactive, blocked, what we can do to balance it, kind of maybe making a challenge and etc. And so I already March is intuition. So
Mhm.
that meditation will be all about intuition, and then April is about the soul star, so about your purpose. And so,
Mm,
we're kind of having, yeah, it's gonna
nice.
be good. April's my
Yeah.
birthday, so I had to make it. I had to make it. But
Right.
yeah,
That's
no, we're
nice.
doing those, and they're selling out. The experiences are amazing. We were actually able to get some reviews, so I'll be posting those shortly, and we're getting people repeating and telling their friends, and we're putting them up for just a day or two, and they're selling out 20 tickets. We're in
Mhm.
a yoga studio. It's COVID safe. We're taking temperatures, wearing masks, we're sanitizing. I offer my blended tea for them to drink. All of my
Mhm.
products are available for purchase there. And we pull cards, we use essential oils. I talk a little bit, and we just have a really good time. It's candlelit also. It's at night
So
and it's
good.
candlelit, so it's so totally a vibe. And so I'm
Mhm.
really excited. I'm excited about the one in February and the ones coming. And so hopefully really soon we'll be able to stream it so that those people who aren't in Atlanta can actually purchase digital tickets and be able to get the experience online.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you again, Key, for blessing us with your gift and your
My
just
mom said, when am I
energy.
coming to LA? Here she go. I mean, I would love to come to
Yeah.
LA and do something. I definitely would. Don't tempt me with a good time, okay?
That's right. That's right. So,
Yes.
all right, everyone. So
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much
much.
for joining us live, or you're watching it in the replay. Make sure to reach out to Key and learn more about her, or go to one of her sound baths
Yeah,
or participate.
KimiSean.org. Don't forget, you can find everything there. You could DM me if you have any other questions. I also offer consultations, tarot, oracle readings, energy sessions, virtually or in person. Energy bends space and time, guys. So for the questions, just like you felt what you felt, you can definitely get your healing virtually. So hit me up. I'd love to
Excellent.
help.
So good. So, and for those of you who are new to me, because of Key bringing in some people, please make sure to follow me as well at
Yes.
Mystic Reading School.
She posts
And if
like the
you
best
are,
like tips and like listen,
oh,
that's
thank
my
you.
her page is my jam too. So follow her,
Oh,
please.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so if any of you are interested in becoming an energy healer, or just for your own personal journey of learning how to work with energy, just as Kia has been able to share with us today, please also, you can DM me or check out on my link in the bio. You can go to my website and it'll give you all the information, all the details about what you're going to be learning. We start in 2 weeks, so that's February 13th, the weekend of Valentine's Day. So maybe a self-love gift to yourself. You can start out
Yes.
that
It's all about
way.
self-love. That's where it starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So thank you all. I
Thank you
hope you all
guys.
have a
Thanks, Jen.
thank
And
you,
thank you
Key.
all.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.